Here it is the question, how ozone prepared from oxygen and how it is going to be reacting with potassium iodide, ethylene, lead sulfide, silver and mercury. We can see first about how it is going to be prepared from oxygen. First of all, you can see once this one, cold and dry stream of oxygen subjected to silent electric discharge. Then oxygen converted to ozonized oxygen This is the 10% ozone. This is the 10 percentage of ozone. Okay, why we are going to use silent electric discharge? Silent electric discharge protects from further decomposition of oxygen and as well as the formed ozone. Silent electric discharge protects from further decomposition of ozone and oxygen. Okay, just remember this one. 3 moles oxygen you can take. This 3 moles oxygen going to be converted into 2 moles of ozone. Along with this, it needs 142 kilojoule per mole because it is an endothermic reaction. It is an endothermic reaction. Okay, you can write silent electric discharge on this arrow. Okay, this is the here actually during this method we got only up to 10% ozone, but for more than 10%, for more than 10 percentage of ozone, ozonizers should be used. Ozonizers should be used. Okay, once you see, what do you mean by cold and dry stream of oxygen? Cold and dry stream of oxygen is nothing but saturated oxygen. Silent electric discharge, why we are going to use, we already confirmed that one, because of further decomposition. It protects further decomposition of oxygen as well as ozone. Here we are going to use heat low heat and temperature. Low heat and temperature. Low heat and temperature. This is the meaning, low heat and less temperature we need to use, because that means if you provide more heat and temperature, the oxygen or formed ozone going to be disturbed. That is the reason here we are going to use these two conditions. You can take screenshot about it. We can discuss about how it is going to be reacting with all these reagents. See, the first reaction is C2H4, that is the ethylene. So you can write ozone on reacting with ethylene C2H4, then ethylene ozonide will be formed. Ethylene ozonide will form. Okay, after formation of ethylene ozonide, this ethylene ozonide going to be further hydrolyzed with zinc dust. Okay, this can be further hydrolyzed with zinc dust. Then formaldehyde will form. You can see that reaction here. 1 mole C2H4 you can take CH2 double bond CH2. So I think it is not enough space, so you can see there. See, CH2 double bond CH2 reacting with ozone. See, this can be converted into ethylene ozonide. CH2O, CH2, see, oxygen, see. This is the ethylene ozonide. This ethylene ozonide further converted into, that means hydrolyzed with zinc dust. See, Zn. Okay, so it will form. See, listen, here the bonds going to be break down. So HCHO, 2 moles of formaldehyde will form and 1 mole of hydrogen peroxide also the byproduct during this reaction. The next reaction is potassium iodide. How ozone going to be reacting with the potassium iodide? Second reaction, ozone on reaction with Ki, then Ki become oxidized into iodine I2. You can see that chemical reaction here. 2 moles of potassium iodide you can take. This potassium iodide reacting with ozone, then this is the moisture ozone you need to take, so that along with this you can write water, then 2 moles of water you can take, 2 moles. So you will get 2 moles of KOH along with this I2, and then oxygen also will form. See, this is the chemical reaction. That means potassium iodide going to be oxidized into iodine with moisture, ozone with moisture, not only ozone. Then third reaction you can see, ozone reacts with mercury Hg, then Hg2O, mercurous oxide, this is the mercurous oxide will form. During this reaction, mercury loses its meniscus, Hg loses its meniscus. and sticks to the walls of test tube. Test tube. Okay. This process is known as the tailing of mercury. Tailing of mercury. Tailing of mercury. See how this reaction, 2 moles mercury you can take reacting with ozone, then it will forms Hg2O and oxygen. See, this is the about how ozone reacting with mercury. This reaction tells about also tailing of mercury. This is important. This is maybe will comes only this reaction for 2 marks. You just remember. The next reaction is with lead sulfide and silver. Lead sulfide. Ozone reacts with black lead sulfide. See, black lead sulfide, not sulfide, sulfide, then converts into white lead sulfate. White lead sulfate. See this reaction. PbS is the lead sulfide reacting with 2 moles of ozone you can take here. Then it will form PbSO4. See, here 6 oxygen atoms, already 4 went out, so that the remaining is the oxygen only. This is about how ozone, this is the black lead sulfide and this is the white lead sulfate. White lead sulfate. The next reaction is ozone reacts with silver. Ozone reacts with silver. It will form oxidized silver. Oxidized silver is nothing but here Ag2O. See, what is that reaction? 2 moles of silver you can take and ozone, then it will form Ag2O. Silver oxide along with this oxygen will be formed. This is the silver oxide, oxidized silver. Okay, this is about how ozone is prepared from oxygen. Along with this, how it is going to be reacting with all these chemical reagents. If you feel it is useful and informative, please do subscribe, share and like. Please mention your words in comment box. We will meet in the next class. Bye, I love you.